Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm sorry it's took me so long to make another update, but things are kind of hairy around here right now, so um, I I don't know what to say. It's just a lot to take in, a lot to process, and it's a lot to understand. So, we did see the radiation oncologist, I believe it was Tuesday, and we are more confused than we were before as far as does he qualify for radiation. The bottom line is they're having to send for his previous radiation records in South Carolina. So it looks as if he may not qualify. The fact is that they don't know how much he was blasted previously. Apparently in years past they didn't really pinpoint, they just did a certain area. So she said provided his spine and his colon and his other kidney hasn't been radiated too much, he could have some radiation. But the side effects are terrible. We saw two different doctors that day. The first doctor, it was his job to tell us all the pitfalls of radiation, including he could lose part of his colon, he could lose the other kidney and be in dialysis the rest of his life, and his stomach could be affected. So the second doctor comes in, which is the actual radiologist. She also reiterated those things, and she felt like his first line of defense should be chemo. So she also showed us the scans of the tumors, and one is setting right on the aorta. I mean, it is just right there. It's within millimeters of attaching. The other two are in the lower part of his kidney bed where it was, and one of them she said is going to be very hard to get to, which is not what we wanted to hear, because by it being so hard to get to, it means something else could be radiated that we don't want to be affected. So she kind of just left it in our court what to do. Clay told her, I'm not making any decisions until the 28th when I see the oncologist again. And of course we have discussed it at length since Tuesday. The scenarios, the what ifs. We also did some research online, and they tell you not to do that, but if you go to the proper websites like MD Anderson and Cancer Centers of America, they have their studies that they have done on cancers, and there's not a lot on this cancer, but it tells you a baseline for survival and how long. And one of the studies showed the benefits of radiation were a standard of 2 years of survival. I forget the percentages. Unless I write it down, I don't remember. But the survival for 2 years versus the survival for 2.6 years. So you would gain maybe another 6 months, but this is not the study for the cancer he has. This is just a study on radiation and the effects of it, and the timelines. So it's kind of what are we going to do? We've discussed it, and he does have a bucket list, and we don't like to talk about these kind of things, but Clay and I, we are an odd couple. We talk about everything, and the good, the bad, and the ugly. We discuss it, and we never argue about it, which is weird because we both kind of have the same type of mentality about cancer. It's incurable. You can go into remission, yes, you can, but eventually it's going to take your life. And we both feel like we want to get as many months or years as we can and do as many things as we can before before he gets to where he can't do anything. So we laugh about it, we make fun of it. If anybody would hear our conversations, they would say that we were ready for the loony bin, because that is how we approach everything in our life. We have figured out that sweating stuff is not productive. Doing things is productive. And he is a very active person. He is very strong-headed. He won't give up. Regardless of whether he does any type of treatment, he will not give up. He will fight until he can't fight anymore. Neither one of us are a fan of the therapies that they're suggesting. One reason is, and it was funny how the difference in opinions between doctors. His original urologist told us that this cancer was caused by radiation. So we put this to the radiation oncologist, and she said, oh, absolutely not. Cancer is not caused by this. Or radiation did not cause this cancer. So we come home, and of course, the snoop that I am, I have to get online and look it up. So Clay's cancer is, like I've said, upper tract urothelial carcinoma. It's also considered TCC, which originates in the bladder and forms tumors up in through the ureter or the ureter. And it can go in all the tubing of your reproductive system, the prostate, everywhere. And it normally will rest in one of the tubes. But the cells come from the bladder. So, Kimmy gets online and she starts researching. And there it is. One of the cancers that is caused by radiation is bladder cancer. So, who's lying? Who wants to zap my husband with tons of radiation? I don't think it's the urologist. The urologist has already told us he won't touch this now. He will not touch it. He will not attempt to take this out. There's too many risks involved, and once they open you back up, he's already been exposed, but once they open you up a second or third time, the chances are greater that it's going to pop up someplace else. So, anyway, everybody has an opinion. I have mine, Clay has his, radiologist has hers, and the oncologist has his. So, we are in a crossroads, as you would say, on and I've told him, several times since the appointment, I said, it just comes down to what kind of quality life do you want. Do you want to spend your last days in therapy, or do you want to spend your last days traveling and doing what you want to do? Because the oncologist has already told us that at any time this cancer could break wide open and just go quickly. With or without treatment. That's how this disease progresses. So that is the bottom line. How does he want to live his last days? Does he want to put himself through that and, suffer even more and or does he want to just, like I said before, live? So that is my update. I wish I had more. We will be seeing the oncologist on Tuesday when he will make his final decision, whether to do anything or just let it ride and sign up with hospice. And he is, even in the last 2 weeks, has increased in pain. He's still just taking Tylenol. We do have a pain pill. It's not morphine or anything like that, but we do have a pain medication that he can take. And don't look at all my bug bites. I've been working in the yard. That is one thing we have been doing, and I'm working on a video of what we've been doing these last 2 weeks, and we love working in the yard, but the bugs down here, they eat me alive. They love my blood. So anyway, we are just trying to stay busy. He's out right now on his motorcycle. I don't ride as often as I did since his diagnosis, because I know that's his outlet. So I just kind of let him go and do his thing, and we may ride it in later. Today is Clay's birthday. He is 63. So everybody wish him a happy birthday. If you're on Facebook, I am on Facebook. It's Kim Fisher Dixon. And you'll see the blue hair. Yeah, my hair is blue. You just can't tell. Well, there you go. In this video, it actually needs colored again. But anyway, I am on Facebook. Clay's on Facebook. It's Clay Dixon. And hop on there and wish him a happy birthday. He would love that. He tells you that he's, not all about birthdays and attention, but, men love attention. They love to be adored and coddled and whatnot. But I call him Wally. You'll see my post on there. I wished Wally a happy birthday this morning. And there's a side joke to that, why he's called Wally. But anyway, he's 63 today, and we're hoping for more birthdays. We just don't know. So with that, I will let you all go. I am working on a slideshow video to let you see what we've been doing and the mess we've created in our backyard. I mean, I had to finally hire somebody to come and get the brush. There was so much of it. I have let my backyard go since he was diagnosed. Normally I'm out there in the spring and the fall, so I missed spring cleanup, so now I'm in the fall cleanup, and it's tremendous. So, and we've discovered some little habitats for we don't know what it is, whether it's a rabbit, a armadillo, or a gopher turtle. So anyway, we're out there we're going to move some cameras around and see if we can catch whatever it is and get it rehomed, because the dogs will kill it eventually. So anyway, I'm going to let y'all go, and I hope you have a great day. Continued prayers, please, because neither one of us are sleeping. I mean, it's becoming exhausting, and you can't go into any kind of treatment if you're completely exhausted. So we do need that. We need positive vibes. No matter the outcome, we are strong. We are survivors, and we will get through it no matter what. We will walk through this with grace and dignity, and we will, it's a win-win. It's a win-win either way. It is a win-win, and I know that sounds blasé, but we have both experienced a lot of death, and we know the ins and the outs of it. We know that it's not fun, but we also know the end result, and we know where he's going, and we know that it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. All right, you guys have a great day, and I'm going to go see what I can get into while he's on his bike. So, all right, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.